All right, welcome to this call. I'm so grateful for all of you taking the time out of your day to come and listen, and those that are watching the recording as well. I'm super excited to talk for just a couple of minutes with you guys. I like to keep it short and sweet because I know that everybody, has a busy life and time is the most valuable thing. And in fact, that's why I love this business so much because it provides me more time freedom. And it's just been phenomenal for my family's financial freedom as well. So we're just going to get right to it. And I'm so excited to be co-hosting this call with Christy Jex because I still call you Christy Jex. Sorry, because she is the person that inspired me to start talking about the products in the business. She's not my sponsor, but I listened to her talk 5 years ago at an event about what this opportunity did for her family. And that is what really lit my heart on fire because at the time I remember sitting, in the audience. I had gone to this event thinking, I just want to learn more about these products because they're working, like they really are working. And when I first signed up for the products, I had no intention of doing anything with the business. And my husband even told me, don't order that stuff. None of that stuff ever works with those companies. And so I didn't order for like another 6 months. And then I ordered it and I'm like, I want to know what's in this stuff. Like this stuff's legit changing my health and everybody needs this. I feel so good. And so when I went to this event, I thought I was learning more about the product. And then I heard this beautiful woman share about what it had done for her family's financial health as well. And it just drew me right in. And it sparked my heart because I remember listening to her saying, me and my husband are both working, busting our tails, trying to make ends meet. And like, there's still more a month at the end of our money. I remember her saying that and thinking, oh my gosh, that's us. Like, we're never going to dig ourselves out of this hole that we're in. Like, we were in debt, and it just seemed like every single month there was just more expenses and more bills than we could afford or take on. And it just really felt like we were drowning. And so at the time, my husband had decided to be a realtor, and he had tried once before back during the crash in like 2007 or 2008, that crash that there was. And so he quit, and then he did all these different jobs, and it just really threw our finances off, because it was always up and down with what he was doing. And so he had come to me and said, I really feel like I'm supposed to be a realtor. Like I feel it in my heart. I want to do it a second time. I want to do it again. And so even though I felt like, are we really doing this again? Like, what are we doing? Like, is anything ever going to work? Are we ever going to get ahead? I was like, you know what? I'm going to support you. I'm going to go all in. And you guys, I knew without a doubt that if I didn't do something to support him, that he wouldn't make it. Like, I knew that he just wouldn't be successful because we just didn't have the savings. We didn't have the money. We were so tight on cash. So when I got started on the products, like it was a risk just because we didn't have the money to pay for the products really. Like, so when I listened to this beautiful woman talk about her story, I just my heart was just lit because I knew there were so many other families out there that were struggling with the same thing. And, it was in January when I started sharing about the products, and I had just come off of a very hard Christmas, trying to provide Christmas for my children, feeling like we didn't have a way to, make it a special holiday because we didn't have the money. And so this time of year in particular, my mama heart is lit for families that really want to provide a beautiful, Christmas and also have peace around the holidays, because it's hard to have peace when you kind of see everybody else having holiday cheer and you're just stressed, to the bone about whether you're going to be able to pay the bills or, whether your husband that's literally right now at the dentist with a root canal, like whether you can afford it or whether your tires or whatever it is, like there's just these expenses that families have. And when you can't pay for it, it is challenging. It is hard. It can really take a toll on marriages and families and peace. And that's something I'm super passionate about. And so I love sharing, especially this time of year, to help provide families with a way to have more peace around the holidays. But for me, when I got started, I'll just share briefly about my story. Like I said, we didn't have savings. We had debt. We really just were like, we're starting over, and I wanted to support my husband's dream. And so I grew up in a small town, and I didn't feel like I had a massive network. I didn't have a massive following on social media. I really felt like I didn't have any confidence, to be honest. If you go look back at videos and pictures of me when I first started, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a different girl. Like I did it scared, you guys. I did it with no confidence. And the reason why I succeeded is because I listened to my leaders. I listened to what they were doing. I got on calls. I learned, I was coachable, and I just was willing to do it scared. But the cool thing about it is that I thought, for me being a small town girl, that I had no influence, that I could never do this. Like, I could never really make an income in the company. I thought, if all else fails, it'll help somebody with their health. It'll be an answer for the health. Awesome. And I started sharing, and you guys, I was mind blown at the people that are struggling with root issues in their health. And if you don't know what root issues are, we have lots of information about that you can learn about. We're not going to go into all the health aspects right now on this call because we want to keep it short and sweet. But I started seeing everybody, like the way they would talk about their health, all the symptoms that they were having. And I realized, like, oh my gosh, I really have something that could help people. And so people started signing up, and my mom started signing people up, and my sister, and I just started doing it with people. And I had a beautiful friend join me as well. And she was one of my first signups, and she's still here sharing and talking about the products years later. And so it really was just this ripple effect. And it was something that we were able to reach more people than we ever could have imagined, right? Because we cared, we did it with heart. And we have incredible systems on our team and an incredible community. There's so much love here. Like, I really believe that if you do sales with love and with a certain heart, like, you can create the most beautiful thing ever. And so 2 years in, I hit the, Emerald, which is the top 2% or top 1% of the company. And, there's like a car allowance, there's an annual trip to Hawaii or Mexico, like all expenses paid. And that just blew my mind. Like, I never could have imagined that, because my goal was just to be able to pay for my kids' needs, pay for their sports, pay for, like the car payment, pay for the mortgage, or basic things just to get us by. Like, that was really my goal, was just to give my son braces. Like, it was the basics, but we've been able to create so much more with an incredible group of women that truthfully care about others. And so I love sharing about this. I love what it's done. I love what it's done for my family, and that I'm able to also help other families do that. Like, it's not just about me, it's about helping other families get through those hard times. And I just have to say, like, I don't share this openly very often, but my husband's a realtor, and the market, we're like 18 months into a little bit of a recession here, like things are down. And currently, like, we live off of my income. Like, how phenomenal is that? And my husband looked at me a couple of days ago and just said, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing what you do, because it has truly been a blessing for our family. And it's allowed me to continue on the journey that I'm on with what my dream is, which is so important to me, you guys, because I can't spill the beans on everything yet, but he has something really incredible in the works for business right now. And he never would have gotten there if we didn't have this company be the foundation for what he's creating. So it's been an absolute blessing. And I love creating this for other families. Like, my goal now is to help other families find that financial freedom and that financial stability. So I'm going to have Christy Jeck share, but we will talk at the end a little bit about how you can make quick cash for the holidays if you need it. And yeah, go ahead, Christy.
Thank you so much, Nicole. You're just glowing. Like, your light is bright, but also your light is bright. Thank you so much for inviting me to share on this call today. I'm truly honored to be here and to share with all of you. So if you are here, I love seeing your face. Turn on your camera if you can. Feels like I'm just talking to like these beautiful faces. So if you can, I love seeing your face. If not, thank you for being here anyway. We love you any way you come. So I'm going to share with you quickly about my history with Plexus, just the business part today, because that's what we're going to talk about. And it gets me fired up. It gives me butterflies. It makes me still excited 8 years later, you guys, talking about this opportunity, because it is so incredible for so many reasons. So before Plexus, I was doing hair 2 days a week. I had a beautiful salon in my basement. I've always kind of been a business girl, but I also absolutely love being a mom first. And that is what I've always dreamt of, is being a present mom. And that's the job that I love the most. And I also know that I love to create value with business part-time. So I did hair a couple days a week, loved my clients, loved making an income. I loved that interaction that I had. It kept myself growing personally. But what I found is I had these 4 little kids. And if you know, having 4 littles all at once is a lot, right? I was overcommitted with my dollies with my kids. I had a big clientele that I was taking care of, and I loved what I was doing. I was involved with a lot of church things, neighborhood things. I was overcommitted. Can anyone relate with that? Like, you have these big desires and you just want to show up in all these different ways. And that was me. I had a full plate. Most people do have a full plate. And so when I saw Plexus started working for me, my wheels started turning. The products are insanely incredible. And I will pause for a minute and say, there's a lot of opportunities out there. There's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of like network marketing, social selling out there. I will pause for a minute, because any of you that have a business brain like I do, and that I did, you will appreciate these products work. They are for the masses. They're not just for a tiny little cross section of humanity. Every human that has a gut, has blood sugar to balance, and has a body can benefit from Plexus. So our market is huge, and they are consumable products that people need every single 30 days, okay? We don't sell things once and then 6 months later come back and say, hey, do you need another one of those? What we do changes lives. It works, and we need it every single month, okay? So when I started to see the products working, I was like, whoa, my business brain started to turn. And I was like, when I do hair, I get paid once. I love it, but I don't get paid over and over for doing somebody's hair once. I'm trading my time for money, right? And so I started to think, I have a full plate. I've got these kids. I've got, this full life. I have this clientele. And hi, buddy. Cute little face. So I started to think, like, how many people could I help with these products? Because they work, because they are consumables, and they truly do change people's lives and the way that they show up. And for me, it needed to matter longer than just now. Like, it matters long-term how we show up and how we're able to take care of our kids and our spouses, how we can show up in our jobs and for the people around us, and what we do matters. And so for me, all these things came together, and I started to see the vision, even though I was really skeptical. So if any of you are listening, you're like, oh my gosh, another one of those things. I don't want to be that girl. Dude, Knuckles, I hear you. That was me. I was so skeptical, but I was also desperate for change. I was financially sick. I was spinning my wheels. Like Nicole said, we always ended up with too much month at the end of our money. So we were trying to figure out, how can we make it work? How can we squeeze this? How can we do this? You guys, we were making decisions from a place of weakness, not strength financially. And I was freaking tired of it. I just got chills. 8 years later, I still get fired up talking about this, because financial illness is legit. I was physically sick before Plexus. And if you know what that feels like, you know that you can't function well when you are physically ill. But I was also financially sick, and I was sick and dang tired of it. Can you guys relate to that? I was sick and tired of looking at my account and being like, oh, like, come off the ceiling. Our plans are over. We don't have money for what we want to do. That just flat out sucked. I hated it, and I was done. So when I started to see this opportunity, I was like, oh my gosh, what if, just like Nicole, what if we could finally be like financially independent, AKA out of debt? I was tired of being in debt. Like, I was just sick of it. So I started to see the vision. And I'm also a girl who's highly inspired and motivated by helping others. Anybody else? I love changing lives in a way that matters, not just in a little way. I get so fired up about changing people's lives for real and for good. Like, that is endlessly inspiring to me. That's why I'm here 8 years later, jumping up and down on a Thursday afternoon, talking about this, because it's real and it matters. We get to make incredible financial rewards. We get to change lives for good and forever. And we get to live a lifestyle with time freedom and financial abundance. We literally get to have it all. And will never tire of talking about this amazing opportunity. So for me, we went from in debt, really coming from a position of lack with our finances, financially sick, to then within a year, we hit Emerald, which is what Nicole is, and she was talking about. Guys, 1 year, we dramatically changed our lifestyles. Like, in debt to 6 figures in a year. Guess what? I was hungry. Anybody hungry? Are you done? Like, I was so done. And done is a beautiful place to be, because I was like, I'm not living this way anymore. I'm choosing a different hard. Like, there's no way out of pain as a human, but I was sick and dang tired of the hard that I was doing then. I was like, nope, I'm ready to do some, like, let's figure out how to handle the laundry and take care of naps, and let me hustle and change some lives and make some money, right? So within a year, we hit Emerald. Within 18 months, we hit Sapphire, which is the second to top position in the company. Within 3 years, we hit the top of the company. That's Diamond. It's basically like surge in income. And I don't say that to brag. It actually makes me a little nervous talking about it. Because I'm not here to brag. Like, I don't need to impress anyone. That's not what I'm about. But I am talking to the Christies 8 years ago that are like, dude, is this real? First of all, do you really make money? Second of all, what do I have to do? Am I going to be like creeping people out and being all pushy and weird? Like, I'm not doing that. And then number 3, this is real, like residual income. We get to change people's lives once and support them well, and we get paid over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So largely you get to build an income that's full-time surgeon residual income in like part-time hours, and you have time freedom. And I will not say that there aren't seasons where you might need to work more. Of course, that's just life, right? But at this point in my business, 8 years later, I'm so grateful to be able to have financial abundance that is residual in nature. So I get to be a present mom. Guys, 3 years ago, yes, today, 3 years ago today, I became a single mom. To say it lightly, I had no idea I was going to be facing that kind of a life. And I could totally get emotional, but I'm going to swallow the gulp in my throat and say, hey, guess what? I get to be a present mom. Oh, I thought I could swallow, but here it is. I'm so grateful to be able to work part-time when it works for me and take care of my precious dollies. There's never going to be words big enough to explain how grateful I am for that. And what we do matters. Like when push comes to shove, it has to matter long-term, or else like peace. Like that's just me personally. I've got to have a why that impacts other people in a positive way. And we have that here. Not to mention the community. You guys, these people that we get to work with have truly become family. And you might hear that and go, you're so cute, Christy, like gross. That's how I was. I was so rotten skeptical, but I'm telling you, it's real. So, man, I'm just forever grateful for this opportunity, taking us from in debt, struggling, wondering how in the world we'd ever make it, working hard, to now living a lifestyle where I get to make this most beautiful residual income that I'm so grateful for because of this incredible team, because of my hustle, because of God, because of a lot of different things working together in this community. We've been able to create this lifestyle that is just like none other. And I'm just insanely grateful. So like debt-free, I've been able to qualify for 2 dream homes on my own with this income and with this opportunity. And for that, I will just never, ever be able to explain big enough, in big enough words, how much that means to me. So a couple things really quick before I turn it back over to Nicole. One thing that I really love about Plexus is, again, our market is big. So a lot of like social selling, it's like a niche product that only applies to a niche audience. Are you with me? But literally what we have, everyone needs what we have in this day and age that we live. It is a residual income type of thing. You are building a business that is residual in nature. It's not a hustle every single month for new sales. We believe in current, like keeping yourself growing for sure. And when you feel good, like literally 8 years later, I can't stop talking about it. So you're going to want to keep sharing how you're feeling, how the products work. And so you build this residual income that is incredible. And then the community, you guys, I know there's a lot of great companies out there, and I will never in a million years say, everyone else is horrible, we're the best. Like, I don't know what other people do. I don't know that. So I'll never tell you that. But I will encourage you to check in with your intuition and just ask yourself, like, what am I feeling here? Does this like resonate with me? Like, are these my people? And if we're not, go find your people, please, because you need a community. We need, as humans on the earth, we need to be part of a community. And what we have here is priceless. Truly people who care about you, care about your people, and we're here to do this with you. Like linking elbows, let's go, change some lives, and change your family's financial future forever. And that is unique and beautiful, and seriously a priceless part of this opportunity that I didn't see coming, but it is huge. So that's what I have to share. Do you have questions, or did I miss anything, Nicole?
No, that was perfect. Like, I always resonated so much with, being able to impact other people while still being at home with my family. Like, family to me is the most important thing. And like, it's why I'm doing this in the first place. So I want something that allows me to have that flexibility, to be able to plan my day around my family and then plan my work around that. Like, so that's what that's what resonated with me the most. And I love that that's like how our team runs things, how we see things. We really care about each other and the families that we're impacting and giving back. And like you said, like the product just hands down, it works. Like it works. It helps people change their health and change their moods. Like that's a big one, right? We know that there's a lot of mental illness going on right now and things like that. And that was a big impact for me, was on my mental well-being as well. So I just want to keep this short. I'm going to just finish up by telling you how easy it is to make money for your families around the holidays this time of year, or really all year long, right? Like we've been doing this for a while, me and Christy. So right now, when you have 3 people get started with you, and this isn't even 3 people starting a business with you, this is just 3 people starting on the products with you, you'll make $385 today. Okay. Normally that's $305, but with the deals and everything they have going on for Black Friday, if you signed up 3 people today, you would automatically make $385. Okay. If you do it in December, it might be a little bit different, but it'll at least be $305, which is incredible because that's money, like quick cash right there for your family. When you sign up 6, you make $375. And the cool thing is that you're signing them up to help them start on their health journey with products that really work. So it's a win-win, right? Like you're helping provide for your family and you're helping them get healthy, especially around the holidays with all the sickness going around. This is going to help boost their immune system. It's going to help them, keep off those extra pounds around the holidays, have energy, have better digestion. I don't know how many of you guys have struggled with digestion around the holidays with all the extra food. Like that used to be me. So it's just going to only add to the quality of their life and help them. So super easy, right? You can make almost $600 with just 6 friends joining you. And the cool thing is like when I got started, I was like, I have no idea where to start or what to do, but you will always have the person that you're getting started with, help you, like hold your hand and show you how to do it. Like the systems that we have with, educating people on the products and the business, they're super duplicatable. And, we do this as a team. I always say many hands make light work, and the information is out there. If you're willing to, dig into it and to learn and to be coachable, it's out there, and it's way easier than you think to sign up 3 to 6 people. I didn't think, I was the person that was like, I don't know 3 people. I don't know anyone that would want to do this. Like, and I hear people say that all the time. And I'm like, now I'm, 5 years in and just loving this experience, but I really didn't think anyone would listen to me. I didn't think that I had anything to offer people. And you guys, it's pretty amazing the people that will reach out to you when you open your mouth. People need what we have, whether it's with the products or the business, they need it. It's such a blessing for so many. And I love that we're able to really make a difference in people's lives. So if this resonates with you at all, if you are like, yes, I want to join you, I want to change my family's health and their finances, then reach out to the person that invited you to this and talk to them about getting started. If it sounds like a fit for you. So like I say, I only want to work with people that want to do this. I want to work with people that want to impact lives, that want to do this with me. So thank you so much for taking time to listen to this. I know we went a little bit over 20 minutes, but we're so grateful for your listening ears, and we hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.